Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. Today we will discuss the grade 7 maths. Chapter is two-dimensional figures and here are the lessons. Identify and classify the polygons. Name, measure and classify the angles. Classify triangles and classify quadrilaterals. This is the name of the chapter and these are all the lessons. So here let's get started. So here is a maths grade 7 two-dimensional figures. So just give me. All right, this is the first lesson, which is identify and classify the polygons. Okay, so I'm going to. So how many sides does a heptagon have? So here we just discuss all of it, like how many sides of polygons, how many sides of heptagon, and all that things. Okay, so heptagon have basically 7 sides. Okay, so let's just check. These are all the figures. All right, these are all the figures. Now, how many sides have a heptagon have? Is that side 7 sides? Is that question is given? The correct answer is 7 sides or there is explanation. Look at here now. These are all the figures for all of it. Triangles. First of all, we discussed that one. So in the triangles, how many sides of it? There are basically 3 sides of triangles. Okay, these are sides of triangles. All right, now there is a quadrilateral shape, then it's pentagon. What, how many sides of pentagons? These are 5 sides of pentagons. Look at here, this is the shape of pentagon, so we can say that these are 5 sides. Okay, now for the hexagon, how many sides for hexagon? These are 6 sides for hexagon. First, you all need to remember all these sides. How many sides for triangle? That is 3. Quadrilaterals, which is 4, like this way shape. Then how many sides of pentagon? So pentagon have 5 sides. Okay, now if we discuss the hexagon, so hexagon have 6 sides. Look, it's 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Like you just need to draw the shape of like that way. Okay, if they're saying that in the triangle, look at here, this is the shape of the triangle which have 3 sides. Then for the pentagon, for the hexagon, these are different shapes like that way. So for first, okay, now look, so this is basically shows that how many sides, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. And now here I'm just going to draw the 7 sides for this. Now look, for 7 sides it's heptagon. All right, so which shape is this? This is basically heptagon. Now let's draw the shape of the octagon. How many sides have octagon? It's related with 8 sides. Okay, so octagon have 8 sides. Now for decan and then nogon, basically these are all the different sides. So just here is a question, how many sides for heptagon? So for heptagon, we just check it out. How many sides in it? Look at here. Where is heptagon? This one. Heptagon have 7 sides. Okay, so we just draw it like this way. This is your heptagon. Okay, so this is the shape of heptagon, which have how many sides? Have 7 sides. Okay, so how many sides of heptagon? There are 7 sides for heptagon. All right. Okay, now let's discuss this one. How many sides does an octagon? As we already know, these are all the shapes. So where is octagon? Octagon have 8 sides. Okay, like the shape is in the form of like this way. So it's here. Okay, then it's like this way. There are three. Okay, then here it's the same thing, and now it's in the middle. All right, now let's draw how many. It's one, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So how many total sides? These are 8 total sides. So we can say that this is basically the 8 sides of octagon. So which shape is that? That is octagon. Okay. So which have 8 sides like this way. We count it out. All right. Now let's move next. Is this shape a regular polygon? So first we just check it out. What is the shape of the polygon? So look at here. So we just check it out first. Look, how many sides are there now? Count it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 sides. So the 7 sides shape is, what is 7 sides shape? That is heptagon. The 7 side shape, that is heptagon. Okay. So here we just check it out. This is the shape of heptagon. So what is the shape of the polygon? So now just check shape of the polygon have. Okay. Let's check. So look at here now. This is basically all, these are all polygons. And now, is that a regular polygons? They are saying that. So look, is that the shape of regular polygon? No. Because look, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 shapes, like 7 sides. So we can say that all these are polygons, like triangles, these are polygons, hexagon are polygons. Now octagons are polygons, quadrilaterals are polygons, pentagons are polygons. These are all polygons. Okay, so we can say that yes, this is a basically regular shape of the polygon. And which shape is this? Just first you count the sides of that shape. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 shapes, 7 sides. So we can say that if have some 7 sides, so that is heptagon. Okay, so that is a shape of heptagon polygon. Okay, now let's move next. All right, is this a polygon? So we can say that yes. And which shape is this? This is quadrilateral polygon. Okay, is that a quadrilateral polygon? So we can say that this is a shape of the polygon. Yes, is that a polygon shape? Because, and which shape is this? This shape is quadrilateral. Okay. Now, is this a polygon? All these are basically like in the form of the polygons. And how many sides are there? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Basically the 5 sides. And if you have some 5 sides, so we can say that what is the shape of the 5 sides? It's pentagon. Okay. Let's write first all of it. So the 5 sides, that is pentagon. So which is pentagon. Now, these are all the shapes. Again, just check it out for one time. So the triangles, how many sides are there? There are 3 sides of the triangle. So we can say that the triangles have 3 sides. Then for the quadrilaterals, it have 4 sides. Okay. Now the pentagon have 5 sides. So we can say that any pentagon shape like in the form of this way, these are the 5 sides. Now for the hexagon, it's related to 6, heptagon it's 7, octagon it's 8, nonagon that is 9, and decagon that is 10 sides. These are the shapes and start from 3 to 10. Okay, now let's do the test questions. All right, is this a polygon? First of all, yes or no? Because these are, how many sides are there? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides, so it means that it's hexagon. So yes, this is a polygon. Okay. All right. Is this a polygon shape? Look at here. Is there any sides that are visible? No, it's just a shape of like this way. It's just a shape of this. So is that a polygon? No, polygon have proper like sides, like in this way. It's have proper sides. Okay, like in this way. Sometime it's maybe in the form of like this way. Okay, like sometime maybe it's in the form of this way. Sometime maybe it's in the form of this way. So this is not a polygon. So we can say that no, this is not a polygon. All right, is this a polygon? Yes, look at here. The proper shapes like one, 2, 3, 4 sides are there, and it's equilateral, quadrilateral. Sorry. So this is a quadrilateral. So yes, we can say that this is a polygon. Okay. So how many sides does an octagon have? So what is the shape of the octagon? First, we draw the shape of the octagon, and then you guys tell me. Okay. Then how many sides? We just discuss it out. Now look. So what is the shape of the octagon? So as we know that the octagon, like I'm going to draw it here, 1 and 2. Okay. Then it's 3, and now it's here 4. This is how many it's become? 4. Then now it's 5, 6, and then 7, and now here the straight line again, 8. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just draw I think so one more thing here. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this one is. So this is here. I'm going to draw a proper shape of this, okay? So this is a proper shape. Yeah, this one. Now just count it, all the sides. Is that 8 sides? Because as we know that octagon have 8 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the shape of the octagon, and which have how many sides? And as we know that the octagon have 8 sides. Okay. So this is the shape of octagon. So here is octagon, how many sides? That is 8 sides. Okay. Now how many sides does a quadrilateral have? Quadrilateral are always basically the 4 sides. It's maybe in the shape of, you can say that like in this way. Okay, like this is a shape of the quadrilateral. So we can say that these are 4 sides. Hope you guys understand this lesson. Just it's all about shapes. Now let's discuss the next lesson. Name, measure, and classify the angles. Okay, so here we discussed acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, and basically the straight angle. So first of all, we just discussed what is right angle. All right, as we know that basically a right angle triangle, this is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so for the right angle, I'm going to draw a shape like this way. So look at here. if you have these two straight lines like in the form of this, okay, these are the two straight lines, and there is an angle which is in the middle between these two straight lines, so we can say that this is angle of 90 degree. Okay, so this is your angle 90 degree. It may be in the form of this way, it may be in the form like this way, just a two perpendicular lines here. Okay, just a two perpendicular line, so we can say that this is a 90 degree angle. It's maybe in the form of this way and this way, like any other shape, any other shape. But if there is an angle in the middle of these two, like this way, these two lines perpendicular, so we can say that this is a 90 degree angle. Okay, now this is a right angle. Now let's discuss the acute angle, that is right angle. Now let's discuss acute angle. Acute angle. Acute angle is always less than 90 degree angle. As we know that this, if this is your 90 degree angle, okay, this one is your 90 degree angle, so your acute angle is always less than 90. It may be like lie at this point, at this at like this point, maybe lie at this point, maybe lie at this point, like in this area. Okay, so we can say that this is your acute angle. So it's maybe these lines, like this is acute angle, okay, because here is the perpendicular line, so which is always less than that, so we can say that this angle is acute angle. Otherwise we can also say that if you have a line like this way, this one, this is also a less than 90 degree, because 90 degree line is here, the straight, sorry, here is the straight line, so we can say that this is also acute angle. So this, all the angles which are less than 90 degree angles, so these are called the acute angles. Okay, now what is basically the obtuse angle? So for the obtuse angle is always greater than 90 degree angles. So where is the greater than 90 degree angles lie? Like for example, we can say that if this is your 90 degree angle, okay, this one is your 90 degree angle. So the angle which is greater than 90 degree, like this way, like here. Okay, so these are all the angles which is greater than 90 degree angle, that is obtuse angle. For example, here I'm going to draw the shape. If like in the shape is this way, like maybe in the shape, so here as we know that here is 90, okay, look at this point, now here is 90, look at this point. Okay, so this angle is greater than 90, this angle is also greater than 90, so we can say that these both angles are obtuse angle. Okay, so now understand about what is obtuse angle. This is acute angle which is less than, and that is two straight line which is are perpendicular to each other, that are called basically right angle triangle. Okay, what is a straight line? Straight line basically this one, like the straight line angle here. So we can say that here is the angle which is a straight line angle, so this is called straight line. Like it may be in the form of this way, it may be in the form of like this way perpendicular line. Okay, these are all kinds of lines. Now let's do the lesson. So is this angle acute, right, obtuse, or straight? We already know it. What is straight angle? Look at here, the straight line angle. So now here is the straight line angle. So we can say that this is straight line. Look, these are all acute angle because this is less than 90 degree. Now here is the right angle because the two lines are perpendicular with each other. Now what is obtuse? Obtuse angle is basically greater than 90 degree, and here is the straight line angle. So which angle is this? Straight line. Now look, is this angle acute, right, obtuse, or straight? So we can say that which angle is this? Look, it may be in the form of like this way. All right, and this angle they just want to measure. As we know that if how the two lines are perpendicular, if you draw the line here, am I right? If you draw the line here, so then it becomes the right angle. But this line is inside of the right angle, so it means that it is acute. Okay, if for example your line is like this way, line is like this way, as we know that right angle line lies here, because this become 90 degree and it is greater than 90 degree, so what it becomes, it becomes obtuse. All right, so this is acute angle. Now which angle is this? This is basically again acute, because look, as we know that this is a straight line, and now the angle is here, and what is basically 90 degree angle is that. So this is 90 degree angle, and which is lie inside of 90 degree angle, so we can say that this is acute angle. Okay, now let's do the test questions for that. So is this angle acute, right, obtuse, or straight? So as we know that if this line is a straight line, like your angle is in the form of this way, if this line is your straight line, there are two lines like this way. If this is a straight line and this angle is become 90, and that angle is like inside of the 90s, and inside of the 90 like less than 90 degree angle, this is also called acute angle, so we can say that this is acute. Let's check our answer. So is this angle acute, right, obtuse, or straight? We already discussed this question in the lesson. This is acute again. Now look at this angle. So name this angle. So we just basically name that angle and all that things. So how can we name it out? We just check it this. Now look, for example, this is the angle that is on the W. So we can say that this is basically V, W, and X. These are 3 points. These are three vertices are given now here. Okay. 3 points and three vertices are given. So we can just check it out. So there are the three vertices. This is X, that is W, and that is V. And where lies on the angle? Angle lies at the point of W, like on this point. Okay. So we can say that this angle is basically we always measure that angle first. If the angle lies at the V point, we can say that V from the start. Now here W from the start, and then you can write it out W XV, or it's all up to you. Okay, WVX or WXV. It's like depend upon you, because the angle lies at this point W, so we started from that point. Okay, so we always write your vertices at the middles. Okay, at this point, so we can make it these point VWX. So this is the sign. Look, this is the sign of angle. Okay, this sign is the sign of angle. So we can say that this symbol means angle. So it is written first. Be sure to write the vertex in the middle. So angle VXW or angle XWV. So you can also name the angle using the just a vertex. Okay. So check. It's VWX or WXV, because angle lies on W. So we can put it W at the start and then just check. Okay. Now look, I'm just going to solve one more question for that. Let me also tell you the angles. Okay, yeah, like this way. Look at this angle. So here we just name that angle. Okay. So how can we name it out? I'm going to write here. This is, for example, your angle. First of all, tell me which angle is it? So which angle is this? Is that acute, obtuse, or right angle? This is obtuse angle because it is greater than 90. If here is x, that is y, and here is z. Okay, these are the three vertices. Now what we do? We always put this angle in the middle, like this way. Angle x, and here is z. So put this angle in the middle. In this way we can measure it. For example, like we just change it here, x, y, z to different some points. We are going to use here k, l, and m. So we can say that this is angle k, l, and m. Put l in the middle because this is lies on the angle. Okay, now let's do one more question for that. This is again the angle. You just check it out. It's right angle, acute angle, or obtuse angle. Now this one. Look at here. So this is your right angle. Okay. These two lines are perpendicular with each other. Let's discuss the next lesson. Hope you guys understand this lesson. Now let's move to this one. Classify the triangles. Okay. So here are the different triangles. So we just check it out. A quadrilateral has three equal sides. Okay. So what is the quadrilateral triangles which have three equal side at least? Okay. And what is the basically isosceles triangle which have two equal sides? These are the different triangles: equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. All right. And for the scalene, there are all sides are different. All have different sides. But now look at this triangle. There are two sides are equal. How? Because this is 7. Length of this side is 7. Length of this side is also 7. And this side is different. If two sides have same length and one side is different length, so we can say that this is a isosceles triangle. Okay. But here in the question, they are saying that is that a triangle scalene? No. Because in the scalene, these are all different sides. But on here, two sides are equal and one side is different. So we can say that this is basically the scalene. It's not a scalene triangle, it's an isosceles triangle. Okay. So what kind of triangle is this? Look at here now. This is basically, as we know that, what is acute angle? Less than 90. What is obtuse angle? Greater than 90. And what is right angle? It's exactly on 90. But now look, this angle, this is 96. So it's not 90. It means it's not right angle. It's not less than 90. That means it's not acute. It's greater than 90. So what angle is this? It's obtuse. So we can say that this is obtuse angle because it's greater than 90 because here it's 96. Okay. Now look at this. What kind of triangle is this? It's exactly on 90. So if exactly on 90, so that angle is right angle. Okay. Then so a triangle has angle measurement of 84, 66, and 30. Is this a triangle equilateral? Because we know that in the equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. But here, all the angles are different. So this is basically, we can say that now when we measure it, okay, when we measure it, angles, so these are not same. So we can say that this is not triangle equilateral. So what kind of triangle is this? It's again the same 96, which is greater than 90. So that is obtuse angle. So is this a triangle equilateral? Look at here. All these angles are different. All these lengths are different. No, this is a scalene, because scalene have different lengths. So we can say that this is not a equilateral triangle because all sides are different length. Okay. So a triangle has an angle measurement 33, 47, and 100. Now look, these are all the different angles. So what kind of triangle is it? If you all have different angles, so it means that all sides have different. So if you have all sides have different, so it means that it's scalene, because in the scalene triangle, this is different. All sides are different. In the equilateral, all sides are same. And in isosceles, at least two sides are same. Okay, let's do some test questions for that. A triangle has an angle measurement of 84, 66, and 30. It's one is 84, then it's um, a triangle has an only angle measurement of one is 84, other is 66, and then it's 30. So is this a triangle equilateral? No, as we know that in the equilateral have all sides are same. So an angle has a side length of 16 inch. One side length is 16, other side length is 10, and other side length is 15. Is this a triangle scalene? Yes, because in the scalene all have different lengths. So we can say that yes. Okay, so what kind of triangle is this? Let's check. One angle is 91 degree. So when it's acute angle, if it's less than 90, when it's right angle, if it exactly 90, and what is its obtuse if it's greater than 90? So here it's less than 90, greater than 90, or exactly 90. It's greater than 90 degrees. So we can say that it's obtuse. A triangle has an angle measurement 62, 28, and 90. What kind of triangle is it? There is 90, exactly 90. So for the exactly 90, there is right angle. So we can say that it's right angle. So is this a triangle isosceles? So check. At least two have same sides. Okay, or you can say that at least two have same angles. So yes, is there any two angles are same? Yes, that is 67 and 67. So we can say that this is isosceles. Now, a triangle has an angle measurement of 74 degree, 33, and 73. So what kind of triangle is it? All have different lengths, all have different angles, sorry. So, and these are all angles are less than 90, because 74 is less, 33 is less, and 73 is less than 90. And if the angle is less than 90, we can say that it's acute or it's obtuse. It's acute. So it's acute angle. A triangle has side length of 9 yards, 18 yards, and 20 yards. Is this a triangle isosceles? All sides have different lengths. So is that isosceles triangle or scalene triangles? Because in the scalene triangles, all have different lengths, but in the isosceles triangle, at least two of it have same lengths. Okay, so there are all different lengths. So we can say that no, it's not a isosceles, it's a scalene triangle. So the answer is no. Got it? Now hope you guys understand this lesson. Let's discuss the next. Classify quadrilaterals. So What name best describe this shape? So as we know that this shape, these are all basically, this is a shape of rhombus. Okay, you need to understand all these shapes. And if all the shapes have 90-degree angles, so that is means which is in the form of square. Square is basically this way. Like if all angles are 90-degree, all sides are same, all lengths are same. Okay, so this is square. So we can say that this is a shape of square. Again, the thing, what name best describe this shape? So as we know that this is basically a kite shape. Look, these two sides and these two sides. If two sides are equal, and like this is also the shape, like two sides are equal, this is called a rectangle, but here is no rectangle. Okay, here is not a shape of the rectangle, it's a shape of kite. So we can say that this is a shape of kite. Okay, so what name best describe this shape? So look at here, this is a shape like all have four sides, one, two, three, and four. So we can say that this is basically the quadrilateral. And what name best describe this shape? Look at here, the shape all have four sides. These two sides and these two sides are equal. Two sides are equal, so this is a shape of again kite. This is not a rectangle, because as we know that in the square all have same sides. In the rectangle there are two sides are equal, but the shape of the rectangle, like its form of in this way, like you can say that this way. Okay, these two sides and these two sides are same. These two sides and these two sides are same, and here is all sides are same. This is a shape of rectangle. You're not saying that if any of the two two sides are same, and we can say that this is a shape of basically like the rectangle. No, it's the shape of kite as well. Okay, this is a shape of kite. So we describe this shape like in the form of kite, because it have four angles and four congruent sides. Okay, this is a square, a, is a square parallelogram, which is basically the four right angles and four congruent sides. Here are not four congruent sides, so this is a shape of kite. Now what names describe this shape? This is a shape of parallelogram. What is the difference between the rectangle and the parallelogram? Look, this is a shape of rectangle. It's a straight lines like in the form of this way. Now your parallelogram, it's like a little bit, you can say that a little bit shaped like this way. Okay, all right. So a little bit these sides are different. So this rectangle becomes parallelogram. All right, it's a shape of rectangle, but just these two sides a little bit like in the form of this way, we can say that this is a shape of parallelogram. Now look, these are the straight line, but it's in the shape of the rectangle, but only the sides. Check the sides. These are a little bit like in the form of tilt, so we can say that these are parallelogram. Okay, let's discuss the next. So it's again the shape of which one? It's parallelogram or rectangle. Rectangle have two sides are equal and on the straight lines. Okay, and this is a parallelogram, because this is a shape. This shape is same as compared to as like you can say that as like rectangle, but a little bit they're tilted, so we can say that this becomes parallelogram. Now what name best describe this shape? So look at here this shape, so we can say that this shape is trapezoid. Okay, what is the shape of the trapezoid? I'm going to draw here the shape of the trapezoid. So look at here. This is a shape of the trapezoid. If this is the side length and then the other one is this, you can say that this. Okay, here and here is a more thing. This is a shape of the trapezoid. All right, we can say that this is a shape of trapezoid. So here is the same thing. This is the shape of trapezoid. It's again quadrilateral. We already discussed this thing. Now look, it's a parallelogram or it's a rectangle. It's again a rectangle because the parallelogram which is in the shape, it's again parallelogram because in the rectangle all sides are straight lengths. Okay, which shape know that if all, these are all sides are equal but their angles are different. Okay, these are not a 90-degree angles. If their angles are not are 90-degree, so we can say that this is a square, but here it's not a square. So which shape is that? Is that a rhombus? So what name describe this shape? Is that a shape of square? No, because all sides have not same. Two sides are same. Is that a rectangle? No, it's not a shape of the rectangle. It's a rectangle. Basically, simply sides are equal, but not like in shape this way. Okay, it's a shape of kite, and this is also not a parallelogram. Okay, because parallelogram and rectangles both are similar, but just the difference is their sides are tilted. So we can say that this is a shape of kite. All right. Now look, what name best describe this shape? Is that a trapezoid? No, it's a quadrilateral. All have same sides and the angle is 90 degrees. So we can say that it's a shape of square. Okay. So here is the shape of square. So hope you guys understand this lesson as well. Now today we just cover basically all these four lessons: identify and classify the polygons, names, measure and classify the angles, then classify triangles, and classify the quadrilaterals. And we also discussed all these lesson, and as well as some we can do some basically test questions. Now hope you guys understand all of it, and before starting the next session you guys make sure to understand all the previous lesson, all the previous chapter. If you still need any help in any of the lesson, any of the chapter, you can contact our tutors that are available on Skype Monday to Friday 5 to 9 p.m. All right, now have a good day, you all. Bye.